Hi everyone, my name is Katja, I'm Cat Coloring, and a huge welcome to my channel for both new and old subscribers. So, Johanna Basford, Enchanted Forest. In this book there are some, I would call them a bit weird pages, and I've been wondering how you could tackle those pages. This is my copy that I have already colored completely. You can watch a video of it on my channel. Just look for it in the playlist Completed Pages. So this squirrel page here, you can see that there are some very intricate patterns here in this squirrel. So it's not just an animal, but it has all of these patterns. So back in the day when I did this some years ago, I just used, squirrel brownish reddish colors to color this one. But I have often wondered if you couldn't do it another way here. You can see also with the owl page here that I just chose to color it, and also the leaves here and the edges of these two circles around both the owl and the squirrel. And I never colored the background because back then I used felt tip pens, and they are not very good at coloring large areas like a background, because you can see all the streaks and stuff. There are also pages like this, and this one I chose to color it with black and then only one of the birds in blue. So how do you approach some of these pages like this? Because some of them are very different from the more normal coloring pages like this one. This one is easy to find out what you want to, how you want to color it. So I have another copy of Enchanted Forest, or in Danish, Den Fortryllede Skov. And the other day I was experimenting, and I came up with this. To use black and gold as the primary mediums for a page like this. So color the entire background black, and then just fill out some color in these autumn leaves. Well, it could also be spring or summer, but since it's autumn, I thought that autumn colors would do very well here on this page. And then color all of the rest with gold. And you can see I've used two different gold, a darker gold here for the motif, and these two rings here, and then a lighter gold to some of the plants, not all of them, but the smaller plants I did with a gold Posca pen here. And I actually think that this result was quite good, so I thought I would make a quick video about how to do it and how to tackle pages like this and do it in a different way than one perhaps normally would do. So I think that this owl page here is the perfect example here. So today I will be coloring this owl, and I will show you how to make this owl page look like the squirrel page here. So I'm going to be using autumn colors for the bigger leaves here, and I'm going to be using black on the background and then gold to add all of these smaller details here. So before we begin, I would just like to remind you that you can become a channel member. And since I have actually gotten one channel member, thank you so much, Maria Secoy, on my channel, and she has chosen to become an early access member, this video will be shown to her first 3 days before anyone else, because that is how I do it with my channel members. If you choose early access, then you get an access to my videos 3 days before anyone else. So you might see this video pop up on my page, but you cannot access it if you're just a normal viewer until the 3 days are gone, and then I release it for everyone else. I would also like to remind you that you can actually watch my video on channel membership and become a channel member yourself and see this video before anyone else. You can also go on Ko-fi and buy my coloring charts now. So over time I will be transforming my coloring charts to digital downloads, and then you can get them on my Ko-fi shop. And link is down in the description box. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, where you can follow me from a day-to-day basis and see what I am doing at the moment. So I will be using, as I said before, gold pens, so you will need a gold pen. I use for the darker color this Staedtler metallic marker. And then for the lighter details, I use a gold Posca pen that I have here. I use my Pitt Artist pen brush black from Faber-Castell for the black, but I also use for the leaves here that are going to be colored my Prismacolors, simply because they are right next to me. I used them the other day, so instead of just finding something else, I just want to use what's next to me right now. So I hope that you will enjoy this little tutorial. Let's get started. Okay, so the first part of this video may seem quite tedious, so I will just speed some of the process up and then I will just cut to when I'm finished. I will just show you what I do. So the entire background is going to be black, and I don't use a pen right away. I always color with a black pencil before I use the pen. It gives a much better result and makes it really black, the background. So I will just be using my Prismacolor Black PC935, and I will just get started with this one, and you can listen to some music and then I will cut until the whole page has been colored with a black background. So let's get started on that. Now the page is covered in a base layer of black pencil. So now it's time to color the leaves. And I want to color them autumn color, so I have found a lot of my orange and yellow and red and green colors here. I actually think I need some more dark colors also, but I will find them in just a minute. So if we take a look at the squirrel page, you can see here that the center motif here with the squirrel, that's only black and gold. And then for the rest of the motif in here, the acorn and all of the leaves, I have colored them. So the only gold in the middle is the animal itself. This means that the owl on the other page is going to be colored black and gold, and all of these leaves in here are going to be colored with the pencils. Now for the outer circle here, you can see that I have chosen to color some with the gold color, the lighter gold color, and some with the pencils. And it's sort of, you have to divide the page so that you don't have all of the gold up here and all of the color pencils down here. So we have some gold here and here to each side, and some down here. There were actually 2 flowers up here and 2 flowers down here, bellflowers. I chose to color them black because they were very tiny and I had a lot of gold, so I thought that perhaps I didn't need so much gold over here, but that's up to you. So if we look at the owl here, we know that all of this is going to be colored with coloring pencils. I think that the big leaves up here are going to be colored also with coloring pencil, and also some of these leaves going down here, and also the bigger leaves down here in the middle. Let's get to it. Okay, so I will just remove my pencils over here, and let's get started with some of these leaves. So we have a branch here that the owl is sitting on. And something I found out that when I used the dark brown, it's really dark and it's difficult to see it when you color the rest of it black with the pen. So I have chosen not the dark brown, but chocolate PC 1082 for this branch here. So I'm just going to give this a layer here of this chocolate. And because this background is going to be black, you will have to press a bit firm here to really get the color down. I mean, if it was a light background or no background color at all, you didn't necessarily need to put so much color down, but since it's really dark here, I want people to be able to see that we do have a branch here with leaves that the owl is sitting on. So that was the chocolate, and I'm not going to be using that, so away with that. Okay, then we have some very small leaves here. I don't know if you have been out and taken a walk in the nature recently, but all of these autumn leaves, they are in a different color. Some begin when they begin to change color and wither. They have a very dark red, almost dark purple color in the middle, and then it's green around them. Some, like maple leaves, they have some very beautiful colors, and some of them get sort of a red color at the edges, and then the rest of the leaf, the yellow or the green of the leaf slowly turns a lighter green, and at the end yellow and brown and orange and red, depending on what sort of maple tree it is, of course. And smaller trees or trees with smaller leaves, they usually turn from a darker green to a lighter green, and then in pops the yellow colors. So all of these colors we're going to be using. So these smaller leaves, they are so tiny that I just want to give them a light spring green color here, PC 913. So just a little layer here of some green, because as I said, some turn very light green at the end. I don't know if it's called chlorophyll in English, but it's something to do with this color that sort of withers away, and then other colors just take over when these leaves change their color. I think it's chlorophyll that gives them the dark green color. I think I learned in a biology lesson many years ago, decades ago. So here, and then we want a yellow color, and I'm just going to try out with the Canary Yellow PC916. I am not quite sure if this one is if it's too dark, and then I will switch to a lemon yellow. Let's just try here with this leaf. No, it's a nice color. I think that some of them are going to be lighter than the others, so I will just take random leaves and color on top with the Canary Yellow. And then we also get a blend of the two colors. If you wanted to be more of a visible green, you could, instead of spring green, use an apple green. Then let us take the lemon yellow and see that we do get a nice lighter color here. Switching back to Canary Yellow. And back to the lemon yellow. Continuing onwards, I will use the black raspberry PC 1095 to this one, where the stem is just colored here with this black raspberry, and then I just color the middle. Of each leaf. And then I take apple green PC 912 and color the rest, and also blend this darker red color here. Well, onwards with the leaves. So we have these. I take the Chartreuse PC 989. And these are some sort of, I don't know, ivy leaves, or from a, well, I don't know, perhaps some sort of ivy-ish. And I use carmine red here, so a very bright red here. And a apple green here at the top, and then scarlet red PC 923. And the carmine red, it was actually PC 926 here. And then I begin coloring a little bit on top of the chartreuse. And going in a little bit over the green color here. And taking the carmine on top of the scarlet lake here. And then I use the chartreuse again. And I will do so with the other leaves. Now these little ones, I think that we should use some more orangey colors. So I will take the Poppy Red PC922 and just color around the edge of these. And then I will take the lime peel, sorry, can't see the number, add a bit of lime peel in here in the middle. And I will take the goldenrod here, PC1034, and add a bit of goldenrod here and there. Then I will take the yellowed orange PC1002, add a bit of orange, and then I will take the Spanish orange PC1003 and sort of color on top and blend it all. So that was these leaves, and I will take, actually I think I want the crimson red here, PC924. Yeah, for these bigger leaves here, and I will just color the edges and a bit down at the sides of these leaves. And you can see it continues here, but I will only color the larger leaves here. And then I will take the lime peel and color the rest of the leaf and sort of blend them together. That was those leaves. And now for the bigger leaves down here, I think that we need a little bit of some more autumn-like colors. I will take the pale vermilion PC921 and add a bit of the pale vermilion here in the middle of these leaves. I will take the burnt ochre and add some brown. And then I will take the Spanish orange and color on top here. I think I actually want to take the burnt ochre here, which was PC943, and just no color here. And you can see they sort of are intertwined, these. So These one are so small, and these one, they will be colored with the golden. Also, I think the tip of this one, here we have some larger leaves. I think I want to color them more ochre colors, so I will take some orange here. And give them some color. And then I will take the yellow ochre and just blend it together. Oh, and the yellow ochre is PC 942. And then I will take the jasmine PC 1012 for this part of the leaf. It's a bit lighter. And I will continue with the burnt ochre here. So you can see I have chosen to use the same colors from up here, the lime peel and the crimson red for the leaves down here in both sides. And also the colors here, black raspberry and apple green for this one. And also the colors from up here, the poppy red and goldenrod, lime peel and Spanish orange for these sort of maple leaves down here. So now all that's left is this one, these two, and down here. I think these two sort of matches the colors of the leaves down here, so I will be using the same colors, of course. So I think that we need some more, we have red and some orange and different kinds of palish greens and red, so I think that we should have some more yellow down here, orange and yellow. So I actually would like to use I think goldenrod on the stem here. And here, and then I will take the yellowed orange. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, goldenrod, that was PC 1034 and yellowed orange PC 1002. Okay, now I think that we could use a bit of, I think we take the Spanish orange PC 1003 and add a little bit of color down here. And perhaps a little bit of the burnt ochre PC 943 here at the very bottom. And then I take my sunburst yellow PC 917 and just blend it all together. So that way we still get this sort of autumn-like withery look, but we do add a splash more of a color by adding the sunburst yellow. It's a nice bright color. And I think I will use the same colors over here. I will just use the goldenrod here, and then I think that we will just take the yellowed orange and a little bit of the burnt ochre. So no Spanish orange here. And the sunburst yellow. So now we sort of have a nice color scheme down here, nice color palette. And I think this needs a little bit of color here. Okay, so now these two, so I will just use the goldenrod and do the same here with some goldenrod. Yellowed orange, the Spanish orange here, and a little bit of the brown ochre, and then the sunburst yellow. So now I think we have some very nice orange yellow colors, and we have some reds here and some darker reds and greens here. So these ones here, I don't think I will be using any of these more light and bright orange colors here. So I think that we need some more reddish colors. I thought about the wonder where I put that. Oh, here it is, the Tuscan red PC 937. So I thought that perhaps I would just like to add some Tuscan red for these leaves here. And also the stem, this darker color. And then I think that I would like the Scarlet Lake here. So we get some very red leaves here. If you wanted them lighter and brighter, you could use the Carmine red. Or go even darker and choose the Crimson Lake or the Crimson Red. But I think that the Scarlet Red PC 923 is it's a nice choice here. Also because I did use it on the leaves here on top. So that was the leaves. And now it's time to add the gold and the black. This is a practice tutorial and not a beginner tutorial, so I will not, take it in very small steps and explain everything I do. You can also see I have jumped quite a bit when I colored the leaves and just mentioned the pencils, and actually not always the numbers, but only after I had used the pencil because I forgot it. So this last bit of this, I will just show you how I alternate between using my Pitt Artist pen brush black. The darker gold, I use the Staedtler metallic marker, and the lighter gold, I use this Posca pen gold. So now I will simply, as I said, alternate between coloring black and gold, and I will show you in detail how I do the owl. But first, let me show you what I will do here. So I simply just take, and this is, everyone can do this, so it's not difficult. Just take here the Pitt Artist pen brush here, and I simply color. And I will just like to add that I, colored these swirls with the colors I use for the leaves, but I might actually switch and color them or cover them with the gold later on if I think I need some gold over here in this side. And the good thing about this Pitt Artist pen brush here is that it's, you know, not that broad. I think you could perhaps also just use a black acrylic marker, but the ones I have, they are not as has a more blunt tip and not this thin tip here that I want to use to add details. So this tip is perfect for smaller spaces here. And here I will actually color it black, because I can always, because this feather is of course going to be gold, so I can always come in with the black when I have colored it gold and add some, you know, details. Then I take the dark metallic and I use it. I will just show you here. To color this one gold. I won't actually do this until I have colored it also black in here, but I just wanted to show you that after I can go in and, you know, just correct small mistakes with this Pitt Artist brush pen here. So I will just continue doing this for a while, and I will not show you everything because then it would be a very long video, but I will speed some of the process up and some of it I will color off camera. So now, after a very, very long time applying the black pen here, now we are actually ready to begin coloring the owl and adding the details here. You can see I've also colored this with the darker gold, the Staedtler metallic marker. And before we begin with the owl, I just want to show you what I will do here. I will simply just take the marker and apply it here. This is this is easy. And then when I want to do the details, you can hear I'm just shaking my Posca pen. Just need to be sure it's properly activated. Then I will use this. And you can see here we have some leaves that are going to be colored gold. And well, and since they go over this frame here, then it's best to color that frame first and then the leaves after. And then you can see we get a nice gold touch here. Actually, up here, I think that this was perhaps a bit too dark. So because I colored it with the black raspberry, so I want these to be gold instead. And then you can just color on top. And these are more light, so I will not be coloring them. Then we have the feather here. And we also had a couple up here. And by doing this, we get a nice feathered structure. So it's not just, square or in the edges here. And then it's just a matter of coloring the rest of the flame with the dark gold and all of these details with this Posca pen. But now for the owl, and you can see I have already colored with the black pencil the areas where I wanted to be black. So now we have some difficult moments here, because I have to color this area black and still use the gold pen afterwards to make these feathers. So I will actually, and now my black pen is gone. Oh, here it is. I will actually do one side and then I can look at what the other side looks like, because it's sort of mirrored. And you can see all of the areas I haven't colored black, they are going to be gold. You can clearly see that this is the tricky part here. Then I take the gold. And perhaps you can't do all of these feathers, but you can do a lot of them. And if you think that these, because I have quite a broad pen here, so if you think that they are too wide, then you can simply use the black to make it a bit smaller by reapplying the black again. As you can see here, I can simply determine how wide I want these lines to be. And now we have some feathers here. Then you can see that this one is a no-brainer. This is just going to be gold. And also this one. And here I have forgotten something, because I wanted the beak to, so we have to just color this one black so that the beak stands out as a golden beak. So simply take the black here and color it black. And now it's, well, it's gone, but not completely. So we take the gold here, and we can see here and then I will just make this line here I take the black pen again and just make sure that the line is straight here, even, and then color around this within the eye. And you can see here that this is also going to be gold. And this one. And then color the eye black. And then it's just a matter of keep continuing with the gold and the black here. So I'll just put some music on, and then you can speed the process up a bit, and then you can see the rest. now the page is completely finished and you can see the result here. And if I have to say it, I really think that it adds a different touch to pages like this. You know, if we compare it to the pages I showed you in the beginning of the video here, in my old copy here, colorful that it is, I really do think that this one is actually a wonderful way of handling pages like this, and also a different one, and it gives you the opportunity to play a little with the black backgrounds. I normally don't use black backgrounds because I think everything just becomes so dark, but when you combine it with a few colors and then the gold, I really do think that we get a nice effect here on pages like this. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I also hope that you got inspired to tackle pages like this or other pages in this manner. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Liking my videos also helps my channel. And don't forget, coming up soon on my channel is my big art haul video, and I do mean big, huge. Perhaps I have bought a lot of nice new coloring supplies and I can't wait to show you. But that will be for October. So until then, have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Happy coloring. Bye.